Okay, is the sound okay? Sounds okay. So, in the first place, we need to talk about the if statements in Python programming language. If can be considered a conditional statements, which means that we can condition to what the whole syntax or the programs. Okay, and so the basic syntax is that the if, and we should give the condition like this one, and so we should also give the suite or the code expression. Okay, and we have also a as operator in here, keyword in here like this one, and then we can also give the suite in here or the codes. Okay, for example, if we have the any code in here like this one, the example 1, we can assign the a equals to the 5, and so we can check the a is greater than 0, and then we can write it down like this, that a is bigger than 0. Okay, or we can give the else value in here like this one, and so a is smaller than 0. Okay, and so if I run this code, a is bigger than 0, or we can give the what, the 5 minus, and then a is smaller than 0. But what happens if I choose the 0 value in here? A is smaller than 0 because the a is not greater than these things, and so else is run in this code. Okay, and so this is the first example related to the if function or if keyword in here. In the second place, we can give the another example in here. Print bigger. Okay, and so if I give the what, the bigger and bigger in here like this one, and so we can also give the print smaller. And then if I run this code, and then the unexpected indent error is given in here, because in Python programming language we don't have the fancy operator to call the what, the functions or the methods, or the limiting the code values. In Python we will use the top operator or top function in order to what, in order to conditions to the codes or the collaborative codes or the combined codes. For example, if I choose this nomination, and then this is gives the what, the unexpected indentation error. Okay, and so this is called the syntax error. Okay, we should give the what, the equal top section in Python programming language. Or if we have this utilization in here like this one, if a is 0, and then we can give the what, the a is bigger and a is bigger, and else print smaller. Okay, and so if I run this code, then there is no error. But if I choose the what, the print bigger like this one, we have one more indent in here, and so this could be a what, the syntax error. Okay, syntax error, because the main rule is that if we have a code with combining the another code, and then we should give the same indent at each space. Okay, so if I have this code in here like this one, and if I choose the same indent notation, and so there is no syntax error. But if I put the one space in here, and so this is also a unexpected indent error. Okay, and so we can remove these terms in here like this one. There is no syntax error in here. Okay, but in this case we have. So x5, in order to be used these values, we can use the or if condition like this one, give a value. Okay, and so we can take the values from the user in this case. And so if a is greater than 0, and then we can call it the print positive in here like this one. Okay, or else if I choose these terms, and we can add the some nested if in here like this one, negative. Okay, or we can add the what the print is 0 value, because in the first place or the previous example we cannot determine the 0 value in here. But if I use the two if in a nested way, we can define the what the whole the conditions. Okay, and so if I run this code and then 5 is positive, run again, the -1 is negative, but if we have the 0 value in here, and so we will get the 0 in here. Okay, or these terms is equal to the what is equal to these terms. Okay, and if is a standard notation to the what the nested if loops. Okay, these tokens or the utilization are what the identical to each other. Okay, 0, and we have 2 0. One is coming from this term and the other is these terms. Okay, any question? Okay, so in the second place we will continue with the while examples. While is a iterative loop for the Python programming language or any other programming language, because if we want to create some loops, and so we should utilize both the for and while loops in here. Okay, and so the basic syntax is given into the what the while. We should give the some conditions in here like this one, and we should add the double dot operator in here, and suite should be given in here, and at the end of this code we should give the else code, but it's not necessary. Okay, firstly we will continue with the what the examples in here x1. Okay, so firstly I is equals to the 0 in here like this one, while I smaller than 10, and so this creates to the what to the some loop in here in order to print the whole the I values in here. Okay, and so if I run this code, and then we have always a 0 value with an endless loop, because we should give or we wouldn't increase or decrease the I value in here. Okay, and so if I need to end this loop, we should give the what I is equal to the I plus 1. Okay, because at the end of this code I is equals to 10, and so these terms produce the false value, and so this loop is broken. Okay, and we have this example in here 0 1 2 3 4 5 and blah blah blah, and at the end of this code we have the 9 values. Okay, or we can change the utilization of this print in here like this one, and so we have the 1 2 3 4 blah 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 at the 9. Okay, this is the first example of the while utilization. So In the second place, we can give another example in here like this one. I is equal to 0, and while I is smaller than 10, and so we can print the I nth value in here like this one, and so we can give some space in here. I is I plus 1, okay? And so at the end of this code, we can call another function in here like this one, else print done, okay? And so if I run this code, we have the 0 to 9 values in here, but at the end of this code, we have the done value in here like this one. Or I can copy of all of these things in here, and so we can add more some other values in here like this one. I to 20, okay? Or I is bigger than 0, and so the print I and can be given at this time, and so I is equal to the I minus 1. If I run this code, and then the 0 to 10 is written, or 0 to 9 is written on this page, and then the 10, 9, 8, 7, and blah 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 1 is written in the terminal page, okay? And so we can give the reversed order print function in here like this one, okay? And the end of these terms, we have some space in here, and then we should give the increment and the decrement operator in this while loop, okay? So any question? Okay. Second code is added to 10 because in order to break this while loop, the I should be equal to the 10, okay? And so if the I is equal to the 10, and so this code is not run. Besides, the else is run. And after that, if we have in the else operator in here like this one, and then this while is started with the 10 values. Because if the I is equal to the 10, this print does not run. But in the else, we will start with with the 10 values in the I. Because you should notice that this goes to the 1 value. Because the 0 is not included in the reverse order. But in the forward order, we will start with the 0, but the 10 is not included. Okay? Abdul Rahman, you get it? Okay. So, if we have any list value in here, like this one, and so we can print whole this list value using the while utilization in here, like this one. In order to get the length of the A list in here, we can utilize the len value in here. Okay, and so we can print the I, A, E, and end operator should be assigned to this empty space, and so I is equal to the I plus 1. Okay, and so if I run this code, this whole list elements is written on the terminal page. Okay, so we can find the 4, 3, 22, 12, 32, 6, 78, and 21. And so our objective is that to find the total values of the percentage two, or find the values of percentage 2, which means that if I divide the 2, and so there should be no remainder at this case. Okay, and so firstly I can give the sum I in here like this one. I is smaller than A, and so if AI percentage 2 or division 2 or remainder 2 or mod 2 is equal to the 0, and then we can print the whole values in here like this one. Okay, and then we can give the I is equal to the I plus 1. Okay, if I run this code and so 4, 22, 12, 56 and 78 is written on this page. Okay, but what happened if I put the one tab or one indent in here like this one? And so if I run this code and so the first term is equals to the what? The 4. And after that the I is not updated because this I operator, I equals to I plus 1, is included in the if operator, not in while. Okay, and so this is the endless loop at this case. But if I change this code and so this I is included at this case in the while loop. Okay, and so if I run this code and so the I is iterated at each case. Okay, just remember that. So example 5 can be given in this case. I is equal to the 10 while I and print I end. Okay, I is equal to the I minus 1. What happened if I run this code? And so if I run this code and then the 10, 9, 8 blah blah blah, it goes to the what? The 1 value, because at each iteration we should add the minus 1 into the I values. But in this case this I is only compared to the what? The 0 value or the false value. But we don't need to write that code. Okay, this equal to the what? These terms. Okay, not these terms. Okay, this I is equal or not to the what? The 0. This compiler always checks this value, but this two operation is identical. Okay, this one and this one is equal in the syntax. Okay, or we can use the what? The while value, while loop in the string characters. While s is equal to the what? The print s, and so and each iteration s is diminished with the what in the first term, or the first term is removed by using these assignments. Okay, and so if I run this code and then the Ankara, Enkara, Kara, Ara, Ra and A is seen on this page until what? Until the what? The S is empty space. Okay, or the null character, or the what? The non-type. Okay, or we can give the what? The some inputs in here, give a string value in here like this one, and so we can reverse it. Reverse string, it's a head title of these terms, and so it must be what? The equals to len s minus 1, because the last in this should be taken from this input, and then if we have this information I is greater than equal to the 0, and so we can print the si, because the I is the last in this case, and give no space in here, and so if the I is diminished or the decreased at each iteration, we can write it down like this one, for example the Mehmet, and so Temhem is written on the terminal page. Okay, any question? So if there's no question, we can give the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in here like this one, And so we can also reverse the any list by using these terms. Okay, I is equal to 0, len a is equal to the len a, and so we can switch the whole the terms in here like this one. I len a divided by the integer division can be given in here, because the 10 is replaced with the 1 and 1 in assigned to 10, and so 2 is replaced with the 9, 3 with replaced with the what, the 8 value in here. Okay, and so in order to do that, we can use the sum tuple assignment in here like this one, minus e, and so this is the standard swap operation in here like this one, minus 1 minus e should be assigned to the what, the ae. Okay, this ab should be equalized to this term, this ae should be equalized or the assigned to another term, and so in each iteration the I plus 1 should be given in here. Okay, and so at the end of this code we should call the a function in here, and then the first a function also be written in this page, and so 1 2 3 blah 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 10, and so in the second place 10 9 8 blah 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 blah, and 1 should be obtained in here like this one. Okay. Any question? If there is no question, we will continue with the for loop. Okay, the basic syntax is that we have the for keyword in here like this one. We should define some variables in here with the notation of the in, because the in is the conditional statement in here, which is equal to the true or false, and then until the false coming in here, and this for loop is goes or running. Okay, and so we should also give the some sequence, not the variable or not the literal in here like this one. Okay, and so the suite should be given in here, and we have also a else value in here. Okay, for example, x1 a is equal to the 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and so for the I is the new index in here, and so in a can be given at this time, and so if I print the what, the I at each iteration, and then we will have the what, the 1 2 3 4. Okay, any question? Just remember that this ae I value, this I value is equal to what, the least integer value. But in the other language we will create some iterative points. For example, ae in C or C++ programming language we should utilize like this term, but this I is not equal to the what, this I is not equal to the a index. The I is the integer value, or the, for example, the variable in himself. Okay, for example, Mehmet and Ali can be given in here, and so this I is equals to the what, the Mehmet. In the second place this I is equal to the Ali. Okay, just remember that this is not an index, this is the variable itself. Okay, it's equal to the what, the least elements at this case. Okay, so if we have the any character in here like this one, string C in S can be searching by using this operator, and so if I call the C value in here like this one, and so the Malkara is seen on this page. Okay, and so if I run this code, this whole characters is written in the what, in the order of the what, the string characters. Okay, we can search the whole the terms stored in the string by using these nominations. Okay, or S is equal to Ali, Veli. This is the standard set of our algorithms, not the dictionary value. Okay, Selami. We have the two different types or three different types are included in this set. For example, this is the string, this is the integer, and this is the float value. But if I use the for x in S in here, and then we will have the x like this one, the type of x, and so the separate types or different types can be written by using the one for loop in here. In C or C++ programming language, you cannot use that or do that. Okay? Or x4, we can search any other dictionary values by using the for. Okay, Selami and 75. Okay. For key in D, which means that the D in produces the key values, and after that we can call the print key is equal to the what, the D key. Okay, so this key returns to the what, the key values of this dictionary, but the D key, it's the value of these things. Okay, and so Ali is equal to 1 2 3, Veli 4 7 8, and Selami is equal to what, 75. Okay, in the dictionary we can search the whole term by using this nomination. Or we can create another example in here, the Ali 123 102 33, and so the Veli 65, Selami 340. Okay. And so for we can use the two variable in here like this one, no and name in L, which means that the Python automatically knows then this name is the first term of this tuple and no is equal to the what, to this term. The Python automatically understands that this list can be separated or split into the two parts, and then we can print the whole values in here like this one, no and name. And so if I run this code, the Ali, Veli and Selami can be seen on the what, on this page. Okay. Any question? Or we can create another dictionary values in here like this one, the Ali 1 2 3, Veli 765, and Kamil 1 1 1. Okay, and so we can search for key and value in D items. Just remember that this is the standard method of the dictionary function, but this item returns to the the set like objects, which means that the dict items includes the str and integer values in here. And so this key must be equal to the Ali and value must be equal to what, the 1 2 3, and so we can easily print whole the dictionary by using this analogy. Okay, Ali, Veli and Kamil. Okay, so just remember that we have some function in order to build the for loops, the range 1 10. Just remember that the I is equal to the and print can be given in here. Okay, the items returns to the values of the whole values of the D. Okay, items means that it's a collaboration of the key and value. This item holds every key and every values. And so this in produce with the D items to what the key and values, okay? And then we can search the every item with what? With these two terms, because the D items produce or the returns the whole the values and keys of this dictionary values. Okay, Furkan? This is the standard Python function. I think you should ask me these terms. But the D, okay. Too many values to unpack, okay? And so if I change this code in here, and then the whole the terms is the what? The Ali, Veli, and Kamil. In dictionary, in the previous lesson, we have talked about it, Furkan. Because if we have used these terms, and then we will only use the what? The key values, or the value, for example, in here. And so this is the same results, because it's the I value can be given in here, like this one. We will always have the what? The keys, okay? So we can use the range function in order to create the simple sequence data 1 2 3 blah 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 9, okay? And so you can also copy of whole of these things in here like this one. We can also use the range in here like this one. This is the same, but this started with what? 0 to 9, okay? Or can create the 10 to 20 loop in here. For example, 10, 11, 12, blah blah blah, 19. Okay? Or we can take a step 2 in here, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18. Okay? Or we can write it down like in the reverse order in here, 0 and -2. And so if I run this code, and then 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2 should be given in here. Okay? It's the standard utilization of the range function. Range is always used to what? To create the some loops in Python programming language. Okay? And so we can search the values of the sum variable in here like this one. For example, if we have this term in here, and so the val integer typecast can be used in here, input, and the searched integer value can be taken from the user in here, and count should be a count to 0. And so for e or I in A, if I is equal to the val, and so the count is equal to the what? The count plus 1. Okay? So the print count can be given in here. For example, we have 3 1 value in here, and so if I run this code, and I can give the 1, and the search integer is the 3. Okay? And also I can give the what? 99, which means that we don't have the any 99, and so we will get the 0 value in here. Okay? Or we can create the sum building operation, or the sum code structure. For example, the password control. Okay? For I in range 3, which means that we have the 3 chance to take the what? This password to be corrected or the controlled in here. And so the enter password, so we can pass or write this password 3 times in here. Okay? So if s is equal to the Keshan, and then print OK, and so we can break the whole loop in here, or else print invalid password. Okay, and after that, if we don't have any chance to give the correct password in here, and so we can block the account. Okay, and so if I run this code, the Ali, Veli, Kamil, and so we don't have any chance to get the password to this system. Your account is blocked. But firstly, Furkan, Mehmet, but in the last case we can give the Keshan, and so this Keshan is okay. Okay, this is the standard utilization of the for and while loop with the condition of the if in the Python programming language. Any question?